Do you feel better we brought a vehicle down this time?
I feel so much better. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So much better.
We're back. I'm just going to set this back up over here. See what happens. Alright, so we're back at the cabin. It didn't like us here. It told us to get out. But like Mark said in part one, being the highly intellectual people that we are, we're back. For this episode, part two, we are not going to be using the Oculus app, Spirit Talker. We're going to focus more on the REM pod, EMF meter, and the SB7 Spirit box. Hold on, time out. Mark, something I just noticed.
What's that?
This Bible cover, I'm going to have to go back and look at previous footage from other times when we were down here, but this Bible cover is tore up.
It definitely
Like,
wasn't.
let me get the camera down here. I could have just not noticed, but that definitely looks... Dude, look, it almost looks like there's, like...
Looks like there's chew marks on it.
Yeah. Like right here.
Yeah.
Almost like scratches. Now I can understand this could be a mouse. It could be a mouse.
Yeah.
But in one night for it to do that much damage after it being down here for how long and not being touched?
It's really weird. Because it's been down here for what, a good month and a half?
Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and... What the hell was that?
I thought that was you. Was that not you?
That was not me. Alright, so we got the SB7 Spirit box set up. We're also going to be working with an EMF meter. It is on. I'm going to move this back over here. Dude, it just pinned to red again.
Are you serious?
Yes.
It's never went that far before, I don't think. It's only went to like 2 or 3 green.
It's going to orange. So right now we're kind of just letting the SB7 Spirit box run and do its own thing. We're not really going to ask it questions for a little bit. Just want to kind of see if we pick up random words or maybe even just kind of it giving us answers even if we're not asking it questions. So we're going to hang out for a few minutes. I'll start asking it some questions. Keep an eye on this K2. You can ask that question whenever you're ready.
I was kind of letting it run for a second to see if it was going to give us any random like words. Because it ain't said nothing yet. Is there anyone here with us tonight? Is there anyone that would like to communicate? spiked to yellow again a second ago. What's up?
You're not gonna like this.
Are you kidding me? Come on now. Is there anyone here tonight that would like to communicate?
Did it say hello?
I think it did. And it's light. That thing's lighting up.
I keep seeing that K2 randomly
I know. I seen that.
fluctuate. Are you trapped here? When we were here the other night, we asked if we were welcome here. We were told no, get out. Are we welcome here? Or should we leave? Bro, you see that K2 meter?
I do. The energy in here feels so much different.
Would you like us to leave?
Thing is, with the spirit box, we never really hear a whole lot until the editing process. That's when things really start to
That's very true.
become clear. So it's hard telling what it said while we were sitting here. Ow.
Get the fuck.
Are you kidding me? Holy shit.
There's got chills.
Yeah, I have chills.
Can you move away from it? I honestly don't want to move right now.
I don't either. That's super creepy. Like I said, the energy in here feels so much different.
Some people could say, oh, these cords or that power strip or whatever is giving off electricity or whatever, so I'm going to move all that out of the way.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I don't want to get near it. So move all these cables, all that out of the way. And just so you can see, you have to get pretty much right on it. Nothing out here. There's some string that'll. It's from the tarp. Now there's absolutely nothing around it. Let's see what happens. You know, I want to test something. I'm going to turn it off and turn it right back on.
Let's see if it goes off.
Let's see if it goes off again. So it's off. It's off. It's not doing anything. Set it down. There, set to max sensitivity.
Alright, if you're here, prove that it wasn't the electrical devices. Okay, that's...
I said this last time, I do not like this.
No, I just got chills again.
I really don't want to ask this next question, but I'm going to. If we should leave, if we're not welcome in here, can you light up that device again? Okay, cool. It's not mad at us
that
anymore.
makes okay. Yeah. You know, when we started this, I never thought that right there would go off so much down here. Part of me said it would never work and it would never go off. And now that it has, I don't know what to do.
And I mentioned this last time we were here, and step back and step forward. I was making sure I didn't see your reflection. And that wasn't my hand. I'm trying to, I don't know if it's coincidence or there's no way that's detecting my hand from way up here.
It's not going off now.
All right. Anyways, what I was getting at is, I thought I saw. I seen what I thought could have been your reflection in that window.
Yeah.
That's why I had you walk back and forth to see if it was your reflection, but I can't see you in that window.
Go ahead and ask it.
What was that you that I just seen through the window outside? See, the only issue I have with this is this isn't like a yes. Can you move away from it so I can talk? Thank you. This isn't like a yes/no prism.
Yeah.
So we don't know if it's a positive response, a negative response. We can only go off how it feels. I'm almost done talking. Just give me 10 more seconds. So when me asking if that's what we've seen out the window, I don't know if that's saying yes or no. It could be something playing with it. I don't know. Okay, I'm done talking. You can play with it again. I'm sorry. Something I do want to talk about while we're sitting here, letting this thing kind of do whatever it's doing. We spoke on the phone the other night after I did the rough editing for the part 1. We were kind of going through it, seeing how we liked it, if it was worth putting out, all that stuff. And you had called me and told me that, not specifically for the evening of part 1, but throughout the entire time that we're here, or we've been exploring Ghost Ranch, there was a couple names that popped up. It was Elric.
It was Paul first. We got Paul a few different times, and then we got Ethel a few different times, and then Elric.
We got Elric and Ethel.
Yep. While
filming part 1, I do remember that. I remember we did get Paul. We've gotten Paul in here and outside. But my point is, what did you find that was the significance of Paul, Ethel, and Elric?
So there was a Paul and Ethel Elric that were siblings.
And just to be clear, make sure I heard you said Paul and Ethel
Paul
Elric.
And Ethel Elric.
Okay.
They were siblings, and they lived in the area, and they have both been deceased.
I'm listening. I just excuse my paranoia.
But they've been deceased for a while, and I thought it was strange that we'd gotten all 3 of those, not necessarily consecutively, but those are all 3 names that we have gotten a couple different times.
We've been standing pretty still for the last few minutes, just talking back and forth, and it hasn't done anything. Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk back around to where you are and walk back and squat back down and see if maybe our vibration or body heat, I don't know. Maybe it's mad at me. Maybe I upset it because I told it to stop playing because I'm trying to talk. Now, I know the water is outside. You can't really hear it in the cabin. The microphone might be picking it up, but I just heard running water with my own ears. Almost like rain off a roof. Now, I know the water is outside. You can't really hear it in the cabin. The microphone might be picking it up, but I just heard running water with my own ears. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to walk around to you, walk back, and just kind of see if maybe... I came over here, I pointed at you, we were talking.
Just for the sake.
You know it's... Yeah, you can come this way.
Back over here. And it definitely wasn't me.
And if I'm being totally honest, I personally, I don't know if you feel like this. So I don't think it wants me to tell you what I'm about to tell you. Because what I was honestly about to say is, after it stopped the last time, I felt... I really don't think it wants me to tell you this.
It doesn't seem
and it's
like
not even anything bad. I felt like it was okay. Like you know, you kind of get that heavy, everything's watching you feeling. Yeah, I heard the water a second ago, but like I genuinely felt like I'm not worried. Or are you telling me I should be worried? But that's what I was trying to get at, like, and as I was trying to tell you that went off and that changed the way I felt because I got chills. When that stops, do exactly what you just did.
Okay.
Because again, I don't know if it's coincidence. I'm gonna try something. You stomp. Okay, so it clearly has nothing to do with
Nothing to do with
vibration.
us. There's no electricity in this place.
You heard that outside, right?
Yeah, I did.
Why are you coming this way? I'm hoping that audio picked up whatever that was outside. You know what's weird?
What?
I just noticed, and I'll confirm this when I go back and look at the footage. When I was standing over there, only that green light on our side where we both were was going off. When I came over here, 2 lights were going off.
Mm-hmm.
As you walked this way, the other light was over here, almost like it was pointing or following us. Now, to be completely fair and unbiased, those lights are not directional. That doesn't necessarily tell you what direction the energy is coming from. Maybe there is a REM pod that does that, but this one is not it. I honestly don't know what to do. The SB7 Spirit Box, while I personally love using it, we would have to sit here for hours and hours to get 10 minutes of good footage, not because there's nothing coming through, but because the majority of things that do come through are hard to interpret or are not of good enough quality to put out. And obviously I'm not going to put out a 3-hour video of just random things that we can't understand. And maybe someday we'll include some clips from an SB7 session that maybe some of you can say, hey, I heard this or I heard that. Mark here's not a fan of the SB7 Spirit Box. He's a fan of the Ovilus. But the REM pod is good because it is definitive in a sense where it is detecting the energy, the electromagnetic energy. that they say spirits and even demons produce.
There's something in the room with us right now that we can't see, and it just got extremely hot in here. There's something in the room with us right now that we can't see, and it just got extremely hot in here. Did you feel that?
I was honestly just thinking like, and maybe it's because it is a little bit of a warmer night.
But it was cold earlier.
But yeah,
it's like it's getting warm, but I've still got chills.
I want to do something. Well, and that's the other thing too, is that could just be us, because that does sense temperature change to a fluctuation of plus or minus 1 degree. But what I want to do is, I want to move both of us, go back to that side and see if it goes off. Because honestly, if we both move over there and it goes off within 5 seconds of us moving over there, then it's going to be kind of hard for me to believe.
Which we started off over there. And that's where it originally started going off. And we've walked all around it. We've been everywhere. And it keeps going off.
Unless you want to stay here and I'll walk to that side, because I know you don't like having your back to the door. But then you're also trapped in a corner. Pick your poison.
I'll stay trapped in the corner for right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
No, fuck that. No.
Yeah, I did.
No, fuck that. No. What was that? You making those noises outside? We've switched roles right now. I'm usually the one that's like, come on, let's go. It was nothing. That scared me. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm a little freaked out. Like I was kind of on the fence. I was like, hear some weird stuff, see some weird stuff, whatever. But like, I don't know.
You can stay right there for a second. I'm gonna cut it and turn it back on.
Maybe it.
Does it not want us to leave? So we were just talking about.
Wow.
See, look, well, that's what I'm saying. It's pointing in my direction. Maybe this is directional. I don't know. Mark, back up to the wall all the way. Did you not want Mark to move? I don't know. Step back to where you were. So obviously it's not you.
Mm-mm.
But what we were just talking about was I was going to cut the footage so we can get ready to go outside. And when I got to the camera, it started going off. So are you telling us you want us to stay, you don't want us to leave, or you are ready for us to be out of here? So let's try it again. I'm going to go stop filming just so I don't have an 18 gigabyte file to download. Is that okay? Cool. Alright, do you want to...
Just grab it and...
should we do the...
That's me.
Yeah.
That's me.
Just,
okay. Woo! Here we go.
Why are we holding hands right now? Alright, that was...
I felt safer.
That was more awkward than it needed to be. That's...
Okay. Here we go.
This bag real quick. Mark's ready to run out the door and forget the backpack. There's our beautiful rescue vehicle. It is technically and tactically designed to outrun anything supernatural. No, I'm just kidding. It makes Mark feel better. Alright, so what we're going to do is pretty much what we did inside, but out here next to the pond. Those church bells.
I know. They're super creepy.
There's a church down in the town, and because of where the pond is down in pretty much a holler, them church bells carry, and kind of creepy.
Definitely adds to the...
Get out of the way, stick. blocking my shot. You know, it'd be a great idea after this.
What?
Is if we walk up to where we heard something run up on us. Since that's technically the pond cabin area,
Yeah, that would be.
and we wanted to dedicate part 2 to this specific area.
Yeah, that's a fantastic idea.
I think it'd be really cool for me to film it from here while you're walking.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, just one of them long range
Yeah,
shots.
definitely not. I don't think that's gonna happen. Yep, I heard it too.
That wasn't you.
That wasn't me. That was not me.
It sounded like you
I know.
you breathed very heavily through your nose.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me. I don't think that's gonna happen. Yep, I heard it too.
That wasn't you.
That wasn't me. That was not me.
It sounded like you
I know.
you breathed very heavily through your nose.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Can you just look back there with the flashlight? Like just look over there. Dude, I thought that was you, and that was loud as shit.
That was not me.
Let me see that flashlight. Dude, I swear it sounded like you huffed. Like,
I know. I heard it too. I was gonna ignore it.
What the hell? Alright, no, we're gonna walk over there to make sure. But I don't see it over there.
There it is. It's in the tree. How did it get over there? Where? They're right there. It's covered in that tree was hanging over last night.
That's funny because, well, it's not funny because when we seen it over there, we went back and forth about how it could have got over here. And the reason why I need to cut that in is because, one, we sounded dumb arguing like little girls, but two, like we just, I don't know.
Definitely got on there.
But
Because the water,
Yeah.
even if it is flowing, look, there's ripples kind of this way, but how did it end up? There's no way.
let me grab the camera because I gotta film that.
Yeah,
You wanna come this way?
Yeah, definitely.
I need y'all to come with us for a second. We're gonna leave the REM pod right there.
That makes
So we had to grab you guys, bring you along and show you this. So during the part 1 filming, as you can see, there's that drop off we discussed. During the part 1 filming, I had the bright idea of wanting to get into the boat and go out in the middle of this pond and do a REM pod or a spirit box session or something like that. And, you know, yeah. Anyways, if you go back to part 1, the boat was right here. And Mark and I talked about it. Like, how could this boat get over here? This is pretty much still water. There is a beaver dam that's right here, and the water is kind of slowly draining off, so there could be current, and that kind of made sense. And again, we talked about this in part 1. Shine your light on the trees. Would have had to drift all the way around that to get over here. So I tried to convince Mark, hey, for part 2, you should let me get in the boat. And he thought it was a terrible idea, and I'm like, no, this is going to be a great idea. So we heard some noises, so we came walking, and I didn't see the boat from a distance, and we came down here, and now the boat went back the opposite way. For the people that are like, oh, it is the current, this, that, let's get a shot of this beaver dam and how much the water is flowing or not flowing down this. So you can see,
It's not.
it is not
like a small stream. It's barely even a current.
And you can tell from the thumbnail too, from the Ghost Ranch teaser, and even from part 1, the boat is full of water, so it's heavy. Now I don't think I'm going to get in the boat because the boat's wandering the pond. Shot the thumbnail, the boat was over there, because if you're looking this way, the cabin is right there. So if you align yourself with the picture in the thumbnail, you see the boat, you see the cabin in the background. Part 1, the boat was back there by where the little beaver dam is. The boat is now lodged in the trees. So maybe that's a sign I shouldn't get in the boat. But hey, we didn't say anything about them kayaks. Them kayaks are still here, you know what I'm saying? You can still get out there. We left the REM pod here, and it has not went off at all. Which means we should pick it up and go walk up to where something ran up on us. And if it goes off over there, I'm not going to lie, I might just be like, this is enough. It can be a 3-minute part 2, because that will creep me out.
I heard something running over there.
Come on, man, don't be saying that.
I did, 100% I heard something running over there.
What the fuck was that? Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting creeped out. Okay, so we just put the REM pod in the area where it's a frog. It's a frog, that's what I'm telling myself.
Sounded like laughing at first.
Hey. Dude, I swear, if something runs up on us again right here, that REM pod is dead to me. Is that a bottle?
Yeah, that's a bottle.
From what though? There's no other trash out here.
I have no clue. It looks like, that's what it is. It looks like an old medicine bottle or something.
That is, in fact, I don't know what that is. But it looks sealed still, but there's no liquid in it. If you get close and look, it's still sealed. Did you hear that?
I did.
Alright, cool. Just open the damn bottle. Maybe a genie will pop out and teleport us. Did it?
That was sealed. It fizzed.
Smell it. I'm not sure that's a good idea, but smell it.
It just smells like old water.
Is that coming from where the boat is? Is that a couch set up on the other side?
I don't think so.
It definitely is chairs. Like set up to look over the pond. Dude, what the
I don't
is
know.
that? Alright, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to go back into the cabin with the REM pod. Since it didn't do anything out here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this film uncut, start to finish, so people can see us putting it down, turning it on, stepping away, the whole 9 yards. So give me just a second, Mark.
Yep. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, go ahead and turn it on.
Alright. Alright. This thing's been in my pocket the whole time.
So that is pegging and that is pegging. And I really hope the camera can see that in your turn it. You have it there. There you go.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it. And that's not, they're not setting each other off. There's.
You hear that?
The scraping noise?
What the fuck is that? Bro, why when I open the... No, fuck that. Nope, close that door. God damn it. So I open the door, it goes off.
Yep, you close
After I hear noises outside, close the door and it stops.
Okay. We got to debunk it. Open it again.
Well, I mean, that's not going to debunk it.
Well, if you open it and it doesn't go off, that means it wasn't the wind hitting it.
Oh, I got you. Alright, so. But here's the thing. You're saying the wind, like... Okay, hold on.
But then again...
Hold on. Just give me a second.
Okay.
So when you said the wind, you were talking about the temperature change, right?
Well,
the
that
cool
and
air?
the wind from the door.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... This is very scientific. I'm going to blow on it and see if wind does anything to set it off. Actually... Okay, could have been a fluke. Try again. I'm not
This meter's spiking too.
doing anything. Alright, I'm going to try to blow on it again. See if I can get a little closer without setting it off. Alright, there's your super scientific method of seeing if it was the actual wind or not. I kind of want to open the door. That just spiked. Did that just spike? Dude. Is it blinking orange?
I think it did. Yeah, there it goes. Yep.
Because I can see it in the window. I can see that because it kind of freaked me out because I saw something quick in the window, like eye shine. So I wanted to make sure that was the meter.
Yeah. The weird thing is...
Let me... So that's spiking and that's spiking.
Yeah, at this exact same time.
Now listen. I know I said in the part 1 episode that the cabin can't be haunted. And I'm not saying the cabin is haunted. I'm saying a bulk of the activity that we get down here from what we have done has been in the cabin. I don't know how to explain that. Unless they just happen to put the cabin right in a spot where something bad happened. And I know it might sound like I'm being funny, but I'm being genuinely serious. My question is, if, because there wasn't a building down here, it was just a pond. They cleared out this spot to set the building on. If something bad happened out here, right? They put the building. Is it feasible, logical, whatever words you want to use, for spirits or demons or ghosts, skinwalkers, whatever paranormal entity you want to believe in? Is it too far-fetched to say that they gravitate towards the building because they feel safe or they want something to inhabit other than just being out in the woods? I'm getting really, really, really hot in here.
Yeah, I'm burning up.
Like I'm starting to sweat.
The thing about it is it was cold when we first walked in here.
I'm going to open the door again one more time. I'm going to open it, close
Do
it.
me a favor.
What?
Set that off and see if it fixes this. No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Me stomping around?
Nope.
How close do I need to get to set this off? Well, I guess...
You don't set it off.
Okay. When I paused, what did I do? Because in my head I know what I did, but I want to make sure I physically did it. Because I heard something over there, and in my head I looked that way, but then that light instantly went that way.
I don't know. Real close to this door. It's spiking again. It's going all the way to red. Do you hear people talking?
Don't say that. That's not funny.
I swear to God.
No, I don't. But that, just the way you said it and were looking at me. we're trying to find logical explanations for why
That's a better way to
this
say
is happening. And I apologize, this is nothing but EMF and REM pod. Yeah, we could throw in a lot more spirit box, but the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, this is working for us. Instead of trying to sway people, not sway people's opinions, instead of people thinking we're trying to sway opinions, oh, I heard this, or I heard that, like, I do hear that. I just felt like, as I was saying all that, it just felt very,
This thing is going nuts.
this is it?
It is.
I don't want to say this because I don't want to invite what I'm about to.
It says don't do it.
But why when I said invite that started going off?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyways because it is what it is at this point. We're this far in. I almost feel like I'm being cornered. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, it feels, like I said, there's a whole different air in here. I don't like it.
And that's so weird, the switch from I'm not even going into it. What was I saying? The switch from when we first came in and it felt heavy and it felt just odd. This thing was going nuts. That thing was going nuts. And then I mentioned I felt almost... Here, I'll hold it. You can... Stomp right next to it again. It likes you. Why did I just volunteer to hold this?
I don't know.
Anyways, it felt heavy, and this thing was going off, and it got hot. And then I said after it stopped talking for a while, after I told it, hey, I'm trying to talk. Can you leave it alone for a minute? And I felt like I was scolding a child.
Yeah.
But, like, after that, I felt okay. I felt fine. Like, nothing was really bothering me.
It's a weird feeling. I'm not scared. It's not a fear thing at this point in time. It's more of something feels off.
It has stopped spiking.
I know. I noticed that.
Since you've come to this side, it has stopped spiking.
I know.
So I'm kind of curious, if I hold it and go on that side, is it going to spike? Let's... This way. There's so many things going through my head right now. Like, I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm hearing things, I'm not hearing things. Am I actually hearing things? Is my mind playing tricks on me? I keep feeling like, and I've said this almost every time we've come down here, things are watching us through the windows. And maybe that's just being out in the woods at night. It's really creepy. When I was a kid, I used to love to go camping. I used to love to be in the woods at night, go camping. Hell, I'll wake up and go hunting. Ass crack of dawn before the sun comes up. I'm out in the woods. Doesn't bother me. When I'm out here at night, it creeps me out.
And this is kind of what I was hoping would happen, because this right here, like why was it going off? What's different now?
Maybe I closed the door and they're not invited in anymore. I need to open the door and let them back in.
No, maybe you shouldn't let it back in.
Maybe you should come hold the EMF meter over here and see if it goes off for you.
I can do that.
You hold it. I'll open the door.
Or we can not open. Alright, here we go.
3, 2, 1. I'm gonna turn it towards the camera.
Nothing. Oh,
No?
okay. There it goes.
Why only with you? Okay.
I don't know why that keeps happening.
All right, give it to me and move.
Okay.
Give it to me and go somewhere else. Away. I'm just gonna hold it for like a minute.
Yeah.
Then I want you to come
See
back.
if anything happens.
Like neither this or that is going off.
Nope. There it goes. Thank God. Holy shit.
I literally have chills.
That is in. Yeah, me too. That's how I feel holding that thing. But look at that going off like that. That is crazy.
Okay, you proved your point. This spiked, and now it stopped.
Did you see how like it was going off like green when
No.
I had it?
Fuck that. Why when I say stopped, instantly, I said, this thing spiked, and then stopped. And as soon as I said stop,
It stopped.
that stopped. This is doing nothing. But as you got closer, maybe it's proven like I can pick and choose. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me, because I don't want to use the word challenging it, but I was questioning logically, why is it only going off with you and not me? And it literally pegged this thing out. That thing went nuts, almost as if to say, I can do what I want.
Kinda.
The same exact thing happened. This pegged out to red, and I really hope that light's not too bright. You can catch that on the camera. This pegged to red. This is an orange. We are measuring 5 milligauss. It's doing it again. Dude, this goes off and then that goes off. Okay, so do you like me now and not Mark?
That is wild though. Like regardless.
It pegged to the red again. Like I'm ready to leave, but this is almost fascinating this part. I don't feel threatened. Then what if it doesn't want us to leave, so it's not doing that? But I'm almost afraid to ask it if it wants us to stay to do it. Now this is going nuts. Dude, what is with this cabin? Alright, man, I'm ready to get out of here. I almost feel like I could just sit down here and watch it do that for hours. And I don't know why I feel like that now.
Yeah.
Like, I am fascinated by the fact that we've tried it outside, we tried it up the hill. I did it up there by the gate with Alex, and it did nothing.
It only goes off in here.
And now I just have this sudden urge to just sit here all night. Not even talk to it, not even ask it questions. Just watch it, especially both devices, simultaneously going off. The EMF detector spikes, and then the REM pod spikes, and it just...
Wasn't me.
You heard that?
I heard that. Wasn't me.
I heard what just sounded like a moan outside.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, we're out of here.